Welcome, AP Stats nerds. Here we go. Page 21. All right, so we talked about the shape and we've talked about the center measures, the mean and median. And at the bottom of page 21, they talk about the quartiles. And we've talked a little bit about that when we talked about the box plot and we talked about Q1, Q3, the median on the box plots, and day 4. So you've kind of seen it, but I wanted to explain a little bit more. So the median is the halfway mark because it's the one in the middle. And so when someone says, well, the median is whatever, you can say, well, I know half the data is on the left of that and half the data is on the right of that, because that's what a median is, right? And then there are 4 more things we need to find out to make a 5-number summary. And that is the minimum, the Q1, the first quartile, the third quartile, Q3, and the maximum. So once you put things in order, you sort ascendingly, then you can do your min and your max very quickly. And once you find your median, you just find the halfway mark on that, and that's your Q1, and the halfway mark on the other side, and that's your Q3. So putting the min, Q1, median, Q3, and max together, you have your 5-number summary. And we've never really done one of those. So I want to look on the next page, on page 22, at your homework and kind of work through one with you. And that way you can do number 2 by yourself. My document camera is doing very strange things with the autofocus right now. I do not understand why. There it goes. All right, so here's what I need you to do. I need you to, this is a calculator kind of sort of thing. So I need you to, there we go. I need you to stop the video. So that's 1. Stop the video, put the list in to L1, sort the list ascendingly, and then write down all of your numbers in order. And then I want you to write down the 5-number summary components. So min, Q1, median, Q3, and max with room to put the answers. Okay? All right. So you're going to stop and do those 3 things. Put it in the list, sort it, write it down, and get ready to work. All right. So now we've got this kind of ready to go. We've got our inauguration ages written down in chronological order, in numerical order, ascending order, if you will. And we have our 5 numbers we're going to go find. And we're going to go find these by hand first, and then we're going to use the calculator to make sure that we've done this correctly. Okay, a little checky poo. So here we go. If there are 10 of these, and there are 10 numbers in this, the ages of the president's inauguration, then we have an even number. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, right in the middle of those, the average of those 2 numbers will be my median. And so the only number that can be between 57 and 57, oh my gosh, is 57. So I know that. I know my min is 51. My max is 68. Right? So there's my min. There's my median. There's my max. So how do I find Q1 and Q3? Well, there are 5 numbers on the left of the median. And so I need the number in the middle of that. So if there are 5, then 1, 2, this number will be Q1. And 1, 2, this number will be Q3. So the number in the middle between the median and the max is Q3. And so that means that 25% of the data is going to be here, 25% is here, 25% is there, and 25% is there. Okay, so that's how we do that. So Q1 is 57, and Q3 is 61. And that's what I was asked to do. All right, I also want to talk to you about number 4 of your homework because we haven't done a problem like that, and that's kind of an interesting problem. Oh, wait a minute. I said we're going to check it with the calculator. I'm so sorry. Coming back. Got a little ahead of myself. So I'm going to go into, here's my calculator. We can still see that. I'm going to go second quit. I'm going to do stat. I did the stat button. Right for calc, 1 var stat. I don't want L2, I want L1. So remember, second one gets you list 1. And I want to calculate. And it said, now I didn't ask for the mean, I didn't compute that, so don't worry about that. So it says, I got to arrow down to see most of it. Well, arrow down some more. Let me see it all. There we go. So it says my Q1 was 57, my min was 51. I got that. My Q1 was 57. My median was 57. My Q3 was 61 and my max 68. Yay, go me. So we can do it now on the calculator and by hand. So that's good to be able to do. Yay, I like that little check. All right, now let's go to number 4. Lo siento. Okay, so this is talking about a histogram, and it wants you to describe this histogram. So it says, the histogram below shows the length and minutes of 140 songs recorded by the band Wilco. I don't know who that is. Maybe y'all do. And so I have to look at this and figure out, I'm looking at my multiple choice. Is it skewed? Where is the center? And all of them have this same end part. So that's not a real big player in this. So I'm trying to talk about how you kind of might not work so hard. So we don't really, if all of these have this as a component with several high outliers, then that's not really what we're worried about. They're all the same. So these two, the skewed and the center, are what we're worried about. All right. So what you say to yourself is, self, where is the data not so much? And I'm going to say it's not here. And that's my right hand, so it's skewed right. So I know that it's not B, and it's not D, and it's not E, because those all say skewed left. So the only thing that's different about A and C are centered at 8 and centered at 4.5. Well, 8 is right here. Now that is the center of the whole range of the window, but it's not the center of the data. And how can I kind of figure this out? Well, if there are 140 songs, half of 140 is about 70. So if you go through and kind of count, there's 20 here, there is almost 60 there, let's say about 58. So 20 and 58 are 78 at least, right? So somewhere in this bin, I did not say that right. That's 78. Yeah, somewhere in this, hold on just a moment. So we know that the total of this is 78, and your median will be somewhere in the, probably the 3 to 4 range. I mean, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, no, your median will be, because that's, if that's 78, then 70 is halfway, so your median is somewhere between 3 and 4. But we know, and we know it's not 8, y'all. That's not the middle of the data. It's got to be somewhere over here, right? I mean, it has to be somewhere closer to here, the middle. But it didn't say which center we're finding. So if this is skewed right, the mean would be pulled to the right of the median, and definitely that would make sense. It could be 4.5. So C is your answer. So if they would have said, where is the median, you can actually find out where half the data is and count until you find the bin where that would happen. So it can't be, the median can't be in there, that's 20. But when you add 58 to it, that's 78. 70 is somewhere in there, right? So somewhere in this bin, between 3 and 4, the median lies. And because we're skewed right, the mean would be pulled to the right, so it would make sense that the center is at 4.5. That would work with this problem. All right, so thanks so much. Hope this helps. Go finish that homework. Bye-bye.